Welcome and happy Friday, y'all. Not gonna lie, we filmed this before the election results, so I don't know if it's currently apocalypse or what's going on. I pray that things are going, y'all, from the past to the future. I love you guys. So today, we decided to focus on a more romantic and loving and dating situation. I don't know if you guys know about this girl. Together we are Winter Rose. Together we are Darzel. Together we live. And we're so excited to have her because we're going to be talking about how to transform negative relationship patterns. Please make some noise for Darby Rose! Thank you for being a guest on the vlog.
Thank you for having me. I love this. I get to live with this every day.
So, but first of all, like, I want to know a little bit more about you. Like, we know that you love horror. We know that you're a director. We know that you're rocking a Respect Oakland shirt. So can we get just like a brief introduction to the better half of Darzel?
I'm Darby Rose. I'm a filmmaker from Oakland, California. I moved to LA 7 or 8 years ago. I work with nonprofits. I run a feminist film collective called Color Film, where we celebrate and unite intersectional feminism with filmmaking, and we host and organize workshops to help find women's inner voice and strength, as well as do fun movie nights. You find us on Instagram at Let's Color Film or our website, letscolorfilm.com.
So let's get into it. I don't know about you, but in the past, sometimes I have unhealthy relationship patterns. And some of my family and friends know about that, and they don't trust my take. But
yeah.
No, that's a whole different story. Shout out to everyone. You know, all my love to everyone. But sometimes we want to transform some of those patterns, not even in the partner always. It could be in ourselves. And like how to make a healthier relationship than we've had in the past, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think changing old patterns takes a lot of recognition and a lot of transparency and honesty with yourself, which is hard. Like, you have to be so raw with yourself to like get there. I'm working through a specific trauma from 10 years ago, and that somehow like manifested a bunch of bullshit and carried all the way through. But that was because I was repeating those old patterns, and I didn't recognize things as a cycle or habits. And with that, you have to replace new ones, but to replace it, I just had to be honest with myself. And that's been hard because it's not like I can't put all the responsibility on everyone else, and I can't victim blame myself. Not to say like I am responsible for all those shitty things happening, but I definitely had to look at where I was in those times. That's been a really hard process and a journey that I'm still in and will forever be in, constantly doing a personal inventory on myself and seeing where I'm at with things. And so I just had to be super transparent and recognize like that is me, or that I see this happening and I need to step out. That transparency might make you realize like that person can't be in my life.
I love that. Thank you for opening up about that, seriously, because like we all go through these patterns, and it's true, even if you're in like a long-term relationship, looking at what those patterns are, and if you want to transform any of those, like codependency, like right now I'm kind of trying to have a healthier relationship situation, and I have to remember not to go back into that as well, not to go back into just like becoming a world with that person, and you have to like keep your independence.
Becoming a world with that person, which is good. But I think that is a pattern too, like of mine, is like I can easily fall into like, all right, now we're just the world and this is us. But I think there's a balance.
My patterns have been just like an exploration of like insecurity around betrayal or like fidelity, both on my behalf and the other partner's behalf, and just kind of finding what I want in that, like what kind of a trustworthy relationship do I want to build. You know, kind of trying to work through those issues without displaying jealousy or fear, or like, you know, work through some of those thoughts and reoccurring things from the past, like in a healthy way with the new partner, you know? You're
a really spiritual person. Is there anything that you do in those moments where you might feel that insecurity to like, do you have like a chant, or is there like is there like a one thing that you do to like take yourself out of that?
I love that, dude. Like pretty much, again, observing it. Like, if it's a thought, just observing the thought pop up and almost not take it too seriously. Just be like, oh, wow, like, you're trying to do that? Nah. Like, and then just being like, okay, I'm going to either chant, like I told you guys before, like, Nami Odengekyo chant, or just, like, say out loud to the universe, like, I might be feeling this, but this is what I really want to happen, and this is what I really want to be. And, like, say it actually out loud.
I think definitely surrounding yourself with people that you can have that comfort with.
Yeah.
But if your partner isn't that, then you need to check that shit real fast.
Yeah, and also true, again, with that balance of independence and dependence, making sure you have enough people in your life and things in your life to be nourishing you, and you're not wholly depending on that person. Okay, so if we are getting into a new relationship, how can we be aware of, like, not bringing in negative old patterns into it?
That's fun.
Because to me, I used to ignore hella red flags and shit.
Yeah.
And then now that's definitely a thing where I'm like, oh, seen it. No, not interested. Like, and you know what's another pattern I want to break, which I have broken. I'm really happy, is like, in relationships, I know some people just love arguing all day and shit and screaming at each other, like, but to me, I never want to reach that breach point with that person. Like, I never want to disrespect who they are, call them out their name, fucking raise my voice at them. Like, we might have strong differing feelings on something, but I never want to, like, disrespect the person that I'm closest to like that. Because that shit's hella hurtful to me. And it feels good to be able to, like, transform a pattern where it's like it's a whole new thing and you never have to go there with that person.
Yeah. That's for sure. A pattern of mine is like, when I'm not getting my way or I'm not understanding something, I'm like, I just want to go off immediately. But I have to recognize, like, this person has their own entry point into this conversation. I have my own baggage I'm bringing in. I need to recognize that this conversation or this relationship is what is being reciprocated or given out. And so that's really hard. I get that for sure.
I feel that. And, like, about trying to decide what of your baggage you even want to address with that person.
A pattern of mine is pushing and hiding and lashing and exploding. And in place, like, that pattern, that habit, I've had to replace with one thing versus these 20 million negative things. And so that has been, like, I had to be like, here's where I'm at. And not being explicit in, like,
the
every
one thing
detail.
was you just explaining.
Just explaining.
If there is an old pattern and you see what that cycle is, one of the many ones that we just mentioned, finding a new replacement technique of how you want to deal with it. Be it talking to someone, being it journaling it, being it, like, finding a way to voice it that feels safe and, like, not too overwhelming to the person, maybe. Or, like, it could be,
but if it is, I mean, there's two sides. Like, that's, like, my side of being like, all right, did I need to share all that? But also their side is like, well, if that's too much for them, like, that's where I am. So if that's too much for you, I can't control that. And you just got to be good for yourself.
Thank you so much. You're completely right about that, actually, being your true self. Because then you need that partner that can hold that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah. So, pretty much continuing to consume things that are good for your soul on every level and building yourself up just like a beautiful tree, so that when it comes time to do a little tree bonding. And for those people that are where it's more of a one-sided thing, where you obviously have a partner that's enacting really destructive patterns on you, please recognize it and get out. There's people that want to support you.
It's so much easier said than done.
It is.
And it's so challenging to get out of that paralysis when you can't be honest with yourself and recognize your own self-worth. And knowing, like, that person's not always worth it. You matter, and that you are always worth more than what you think you are or anyone may treat you as. You deserve better.
It's true.
Yeah.
And we deserve better, and we can give better, and we can all break through these patterns.
I think just, you know, a lot of internal transparency, a lot of inner dialogue. I, like, parent pet myself. Like, Darby, you've had a long day. It's okay, you know. Maybe you're not feeling a little great. Maybe this is happening. I think just personal inventory.
Yeah.
I think I'm pro therapy. I think there's even specific therapy programs that are available. There's lots of resources, whether you're on Medi-Cal or health insurance. There's sliding scale. There's LGBTQ centers. There's a lot of resources, and I think recognizing there might be areas you need to work on, and there's always support. if you feel like you don't have the friends, the family, anything, there's always support out there.
Yeah. We just want you to be in the name of love. Love, love.
I love it. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
I'm honored to be your roommate and to go through this together because we do have some stuff like with relationship patterns would be happening at the same time. So it's really funny.
It's really
We're
weird.
like breaking through a karma together.
Hey,
everyone.
How
are
you
doing?
Today,
we
think
that
you
have
a lot
of
potential.
Bye.
Goodbye. See you later. See
you
later.
Friday.
It's
Friday.
Not
Saturday.
You
are
the
freaking
best
ever.
Hey.
Don't
forget
to
subscribe. Like
the
video. Bye.
Bye, and just spread love because you deserve it, babes. This is my pattern.
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 Hey, this is my pattern.
This is my pattern.
Hey, pattern.
This
pattern,
is my
pattern.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. It's me, Hazel Rose. Thank you so much for being a part of this and watching that vlog that you just watched. Was it good? Did it suck? Let me know. Tell yourself you love yourself, hug a friend, freaking change the world because this world is fucked. And we need you.